going on, YouTube? What you doing? Huh? Hope you getting some money. Better be getting some money. Yeah, better be getting some money. If you didn't know, it's Block Life Vlogs, aka the Truck and Block, back with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up and notification bell. Does not cost you a thing. Comment down below. Interact with me. I interact back. If you don't like my video, hit the dislike. YouTube analytics, right? So, I posted a video of my vehicle yesterday, and I mentioned several videos back that I like to implement different things into my videos if I can. One of those things will be maybe a better camera. I have a iPhone 12 Pro Max. I mean, the front camera's cool, but I think I can get a better view with the back camera for sure. You know, because the stats on that are a lot better. I just don't like having the phone turned around and not being able to see what the heck I'm recording while I'm doing it. I was doing that when I was at JB Hunt. I'd flip it around and set it in the dash while I was parked on the side of the road and do my videos like that, or if I was at a truck stop or whatever. So, back to the car. I just wanted to tap in on what I want to implement. A better camera for sure. So the car is going to be a part of this channel. I know. It is a trucking channel, but it's also going to be about Mopar. I've been a car guy. You know, I've been into cars. And what I mean by a car guy now, I've not built a bunch of amazing machines. I let my enthusiasm go years ago when one of my best friends passed away. I really wasn't paying attention to cars for a long time. I still appreciated them. I still looked at them and talked about them, but I wasn't hands-on trying to build a car after my best friend passed away. Most of the cars I've played with like that, taken apart and put back together, are old cars. Cutlasses, Monte Carlos, Skylarks, you know, things like that. But here recently, you know, I purchased a 21 Dodge Charger RT Smoke Show. And this thing is fully loaded. And I haven't had the chance to share it with you guys because this car was built pretty decent from the factory. It's got some add-ons to it that most people go out and buy on eBay, or, you know, they shop around and find them on Scat Packs or Hellcats. And if you're a car guy, you know what parts I'm referring to. Something like differentials and brakes and things of that sort that you add on to your car so it can handle power that you put down. Now, it is a 5.7. I know it's not a Scat Pack, it's not a Hellcat, but that's part of the journey that I'm taking. I want to make this car fast enough to beat Scat Packs and compete with Hellcats. I'm perfectly fine with that. Once you get past 700 horsepower, I mean, you can have it. It's not that deep to me. I'm not going down the drag strip with this car. Well, I do eventually plan to, you know, just to do it. But I'm not out here trying to beat everything I run into. Am I out here trying to have fun with my car? Yes, of course. That's why I got the car. Does my wife like it? No. I mean, she's happy for me that I finally got the car I always wanted. And what I mean is by always wanted is I didn't jump on this Mopar craze when, you know, everybody else did in the past few years. And start calling herself, you know, Hemi this and Mopar that and 392 this and Hellcat that in front of their names. Those are newbies. Some aren't, some are. So I've been checking out Challengers since they made the SRT8. When they made the SRT8, it blew my mind that they had a motor that size in a modern car and it could go that fast. I've been known about it. It was just at the time I was more into Chevys, so I was already impressed by it. So when they came out with the Scat Pack and the newer model RTs, I said, I don't care how I do it, I have to get me a Challenger. It doesn't have to be a Hellcat. It doesn't have to be a Scat Pack. As long as I get my hands on a V8 Challenger, I'm in there. Because now I can play with it, build it up, and make it what I want it to be. Because if you didn't know, RTs can become faster than the Scat Pack that's stock off the showroom floor. Just keeping it a buck with you. That's why I went ahead and got one, because I originally wanted to get a Scat Pack. And I had a chance to get one before I got the car I got now. And it was set up. I was supposed to come test drive the car. The dealer was pretty convinced that they could get me in the car. You know, it was looking good in my favor. I was going to be able to get it. But it was like a base model Scat Pack. It had houndstooth interior, had the plastic dash, you know, plastic door cards, and, you know, real cheap, you know, had the smaller screen in it. It just was basic, you know, and it was white knuckle too, as they call white knuckle. I mean, to me, it's just basic white paint. And I didn't like it, you know, it didn't come with anything extra for real. It just a base Scat Pack. It didn't have any creature comforts. But I was willing to get it just so I could jump onto the platform and start my journey with a Challenger. The day I decided to go up there, now mind you, I talked about this Challenger on the phone for a couple weeks prior to even seeing it in person. I had drove up to the lot with me and my kids. It was me and my boys. I have 3 boys. Also, I have a daughter too. But I took my 3 boys with me when I had a 21 Dodge Ram Bighorn. I took it up to the lot. We talked. They ran numbers, you know, without running my credit. You know, they had an idea where I was sitting because I've already bought from them before, and I'm still doing the same kind of work that I was doing when I bought the truck. Plus, the truck and the Scat Pack were around the same price, so, you know, this is around when the market started skyrocketing, you know, towards overpriced used Scat Packs and Hellcats. So I decided, I said, man, I'm gonna get me one. He showed me the white knuckle one on his phone. I told him I didn't have the time, and of course I didn't, because at the time my wife, she was wanting me to come on home. So I told him I'd holler at him at a different time. He ended up calling my phone halfway through the next week after that, asking me about the car again. He's like, hey, do you want this car? You know, a lot of people are looking at it. They come up here looking at it, and I know how salespeople do. You know, they try to get you to come in and hurry up and buy the car so they can get their sale. So I told him, I said, you know, if it doesn't work, it ain't gonna work. You know, if it works, it works. You know, I'll be up there. You know, if somebody grabs it before me, then so be it. But I'm not that thirsty. I do want a Challenger, so I can go ahead and join the Mopar family as far as muscle cars, because I already had a Ram and a Jeep at the time. I do want to do that, but I'm not gonna break my neck to hurry up and drop my load that I got, you know, on my truck now and come back home. You know, besides that, it's not my call. You know, I don't own the truck. The owner tells me where I go, when I go. So after that, I had another conversation with another salesman at the other location. They have 2 locations out where I live. I had a conversation with another salesman, and he basically confirmed what the other one had said. He was like, man, yeah, we can get you in this car. You know, when you think about coming in? I said, well, I told him that I'm a truck driver. I ain't gonna be able to come in this week. It'll have to be, you know, next week at this time. He's like, well, how about you just try to come in when you're completely off and you're doing your reset? All right. So I did that. A couple weeks had passed. The car was still sitting there. And yes, people were looking at it. It wasn't like he was just bluffing. There was a couple times I drove past a lot. Now, mind you, this is the funny part. I never pulled up on the car to physically look at it until I wanted to go buy it. Now, that time it came. I finally got a 34-hour reset. I drove by there and by myself, looked at it briefly, opened the door. It's like, okay, it's basic, you know, but it's what I'm looking for. Not only that, it's a manual. I wanted a manual Charger. I wanted a standard transmission, not Charger, but Challenger. I had to have it. It's what I wanted. Personal preference. You know, I wanted that nostalgia with it. You know, real muscle car feel. I don't want to just be hitting some paddles on the back of my steering wheel. And I'm not knocking anybody that got those. That's what's up. But that's not me. You know, I'd rather actually shift some gears. So I went back home. I got my wife and everybody together. We went up to the dealership. And previous to this, my wife had also scoped out a vehicle she'd like to buy. And they said they could pretty much go through it, whatever. So we packed up the kids and everybody went up to the dealership. But they made her deal happen. Her deal was set. It was done. All I had to do was sign paperwork, take the keys, and she got a new car. Now, with my car, someone bought it. Someone bought it. Between the time that I looked at the car, went home and got my kids and everything together, it was a few hours. I'll admit it was a few hours. Another gentleman, another younger than me, came up there with a cosigner and nabbed it up. So, yeah, I was mad, but he got to talking about ordering a Scat Pack, and I'm like, he's like, well, you can build it the way you want. He's like, trust me, man, I had to order a bunch of RTs for the dealership, and man, you can pretty much click on whatever you want. You can set it up the way you want, da-da-da-da-da. And when he said something about a bunch of RTs, I looked out the window and I seen them out there. I'm like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, well, I really don't want to wait. I want to get something today. That's why I came up here. I planned on driving off with that white knuckle Challenger. That's what I wanted. I wanted to pull off in that Scat Pack because it was a standard transmission. Yeah, the interior sucked. I ain't gonna lie. That houndstooth, it sucks. I don't like it. To me, it's not worth it to buy a car that expensive with that much power and then have an interior like a Dodge Journey. I drove a Dodge Journey, so I wasn't impressed with the interior, but I wanted that motor and that standard transmission. So he got to talking, ordering one. I'm looking at the prices. I'm looking, you know, what kind of build I want. I'm like, hell, it's a $65,000 car when it's said and done. I can maybe knock it down to $5,000 less, maybe if I take a few features off, but then I'm gonna have a basic stereo and some ugly rims. And like, that's not what I'm trying to do. So I said, well, hold that thought. Because he was in the middle of going back and forth between the finance desk and us and fine-tuning the deal, you know, because they have you sign the promissory slips in that I want to do this. Before you go to the finance department, you sign all your paperwork, whatever. In the midst of him going back and forth, I said, hold on a second, man. I'm going to go outside real quick and check out these RTs. He's like, all right. It's like, you know, we got another Scat Pack, you know, 30 miles this way at another dealer. You can go out there. I'm like, nah. I said, I'm going to go out here and check these out because I wanted that white knuckle one. Well, that other Scat Pack out there, you know, that one has everything you want. It's going for this price. Nope. Especially for that price. I'm not even going to say the price, but you can pretty much guess. The price was ridiculous because it was a wide body. It was that maroon color, kind of like the one I test drove in one of my previous videos. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I test drove a wide body Scat Pack. But anyway, it was the same color as that one, sunroof and all that, fully loaded, but the price was outrageous. I said, let me go check out these RTs. All right. I go out there, take my son. We looking around the car. And to be honest, I really didn't take it serious into thought until my son, he opened the door to a couple of them and was like, I don't know, Dad. These look just like the Scat Packs on the inside. And they're stick shift. They're all stick shift. You know, my son, he's not, you know, all knowing of automotive, but when he said they're all stick shift, I said, dang, really? So I looked at all the windows and they were all stick shift. All Challengers were stick shift. Okay. Now a few of them had downgraded interiors, but a black one, it was a black one, white one, blue one, and the smoke show one sitting there. They all had standard transmissions with Alcantara leather dash, leather door cards, Alpine stereos, the big screen in it, sport mode, all that stuff. I mean, They had the ported headlights for air and everything. A couple of them had regular headlights, but these had ported headlights. I mean, they were loaded. None of them had sunroofs. None of them had sunroofs. They had the big 20-inch rims, the same standard wheels that you get on the Scat Pack if it's not a wide body. I mean, Brembo brakes. They had everything. And I'm looking at the build sheet. I'm like, whoa, 309 LSD. Okay. Sparked my interest, especially when I seen the smoke showing. I looked at it, shut the door, stepped back, and was like, with the right amount of patience and time put into the car, it can be what I always wanted. I can always get a wide body kit. I can always put a sunroof in it. I can always up the power. I can always add a bunch of stuff to it. Why not? So I test drove it, bought it, signed for it, all that, and now I have the car. So on this channel, that car will be featured. Yeah, it's not a Hellcat again. It's not a Scat Pack. It's not a supercar. But I will be posting videos of the car as I do small add-ons and upgrades to it. So far, I've done a few things to it, and I just haven't showed the car. They're minor things, but I think today I'm gonna drop a video, a detailed video of the car. That way you guys can get to know it a little better. Because so far you've seen little snippets. You know, you've seen me drive other cars that look like it. To be honest, it reminds me of a white Scat Pack I drove at CarMax one time. That's in my videos too. In the YouTube shorts, matter of fact. And it reminds me of like that one. I mean, the feel of it and everything, it just doesn't have that powerful 6.4 under the hood. But just want to come on here and clarify that with you guys, that yes, this is a trucking channel, but I will be featuring different things. I don't want to be one-dimensional with this channel. Also, come next week, I will be documenting my journey blow for blow, step for step, or step by step of lease purchasing with RTI. From orientation to getting in the driver's seat to actually getting a check to everything that comes with lease purchase. I'm going to go over a detailed video with it. So stay tuned. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up notification bell. Does not cost you a thing. Comment down below. Interact with me. I interact back. I can't stress that enough. Interaction is everything on here, right? Analytics. Now, all these other YouTubers, they ask you the same thing, so don't feel like you're being forced to. I'm just asking, you know, let's get them likes up. I'm trying to blow this channel up a little further than just 100 subscribers. To the 110 subscribers, thank you for watching my videos. Stay in tune. To the unsubscribed people, thank you for watching, but please subscribe to the channel. Let's run these numbers up. Let's get this channel bigger than what it is. I have a lot to offer, you know, as far as content, information, trucking wise. Like, comment, subscribe. I can't stress it enough. This is the Trucking Block. I am Block Life Vlogs. I'm out, man. Peace.